So here she is, got freshly delivered. I took her from the junkyard. I traded in some parts and gave him 300 quid. I know she looks kind of horrible, but I can assure you, at least for now, it doesn't look like. So first thing I did, I moved it inside of here. I heard the muffler has a hole in it, which is not that kind of expensive to replace, but yeah. Other than that, it's the early 1.6 liter engine. The car, by the way, isn't badged as GSi or Sport. Well, it has a Sport, but usually they they sign it as they have the GSi badges, or in other countries maybe different badges, but for Switzerland it's definitely not normal. Because it's a 93, I think it's one of the first. It's the first year. Not so sure. She's running a bit low on liquid cooling, but I'll just fix it and let her run warm and see if she leaks anywhere. I see a wiper cap is missing, but easy to fix as well. She must have been standing outside for some time because all the poles, they have it on here. You can see it here. So she was standing outside, at least when it got spring and rained afterwards. But even this I don't know how you call it, suppression map. Yeah, even this one is quite intact. It looks a bit worn, but I think it will hold up just fine. First thing I did is charge the battery. This one was running about for an hour now. So I think it will be charged at some point, but I'm not really convinced there is too much life left in the battery. She comes with her standard alloy wheels, even with the metal caps, and of course I lack the proper key for it, but I'll come up with something. These screws can't be that hard to unbolt. Speaking of bolt, I was looking if there's a bolt missing. The previous owner, or let's say the dude from the scrapyard, told me there's a bolt missing in the brakes, but I mean, they don't even look that awful. They seem to be replaced at some point. Even the brake pads look nice. Can we see it? Yeah, kind of. You see this space over here? This come on, lamp, don't leave me hanging. It's a bit bulky lamp for this kind of stuff. But let me see if I change the angle. Yeah, no? Well, it's kind of down there. Maybe if I take the lamp out, I will see it in yeah, you see it a bit flashing up. It looks like a new brake pad. So I don't know what's missing, or if they did the job themselves. I will definitely go over it and see how they did the job. Let's see about the tires. They have Sebring tires on it. Good lord. Well, at least the rotation is correct. But even the thread looks good. The profile looks good. Profile, I think so. So we'll see. There's a sport badge. I'm sorry. I have a slight allergy, and the hot weather here isn't helping either. We almost reach 30 degrees Celsius today. I don't know how much that is in Fahrenheit, but whatever. Yeah, the paint, I mean, paint's rough. Okay, it's so dull. It's always with these red paints. You know them, Toyota MR2, Celica. They all have the same issue. I guess it's a red thing. They get some awful coloring. The hood seems to be with no dent in it, which is fine. which is good, because in worst case I can just sand it down and respray it, but I'm not sure if I'm up to the job. So another cool thing is she has a glass window on top, which is neat. I will have to test if it's not leaking, because that's one thing you want to check if it's leaking. She even has the factory antenna, which is fucking chewed up. Someone must have been really hungry. So even pollution test is still valid. So yeah, it got taken care of. Must have been recently, in the last 1 year, I guess. On the inside, oh god, I see my camera's really broken. I need to fix this at some point. We really got the sport interior. Well, I don't want to know how many smelly asses have been sitting on here, but the car itself doesn't smell that awful, to be honest. It could have been much worse. Steering wheel's kind of nice. I like it. It has no airbag, which I don't like, because if I'll die like a real man. No, just joking. But yeah, she has no air conditioning. I was hoping for this, because that was a valuable upgrade back then. Apparently she has not, but that's fine if the rest works. If you're driving fast enough, every hot air is getting cool, right? So the window was really dirty. She must have been sitting outside some time. The speedo, it looks fine. They claim it's broken. I'll have to dig into that, because I think this one is a W. So the W means it has speed by cable. Speed cable? I don't know how the correct term is for it. So yeah, if it's K, it's a digital signal, and the W is with a wire. Speed by wire. Yeah, I don't know. I have to Google up this stuff. And yeah, let me see. So, was someone smoking or not? Ooh, what do we got here? What is this? Oh, it's a plug for charging, isn't it? Well, it sounds broken, but we'll see. Always a good way to test if someone was smoking in it. You take a look at the lighter coil. It seems that there is some ash on it, but focus, come on, focus. It looks like there's some ash on it, but could have been coming from somewhere else, because I don't see any ashes in here. Maybe someone replaced it, could also be, but hey, I don't care. Let me see, what do you have? Oh, this one's I was just looking at this thing here. It's kind of wobbly. I don't think that's supposed to be like that. I'm pretty sure something broke off. Let me see. What do we have in here? Oh shit, something dropped. Where did it go? Okay. So I think this is the cover for the seat belt on either side. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. So let's check the other one. This one is for the cover, similar to this one, but on the other side. I don't know exactly where it's missing. I didn't see anything, but then again, the car stood here for an hour until I came home. Yeah, let me see. Next inspection. Oh, cool. So it was serviced recently. Well, let's say recently, last 2 years, because it says next inspection at 141,000 kilometers or May 2019, which isn't that bad considering my other cars. This one has 133, so I think it was driven at some point and then just parked and, went over to the scrapyard dealer, which is fine. Yeah, I have one key, which is really got written on really ugly. I think that was a scrapyard dude. You know, tags are so expensive these days. Oops, whatever. So let me see. There's pretty much paperwork. Not important for the moment, at least for you guys. Let me check. Oh, I really need to get a proper camera because on a phone it really sucks. So we got the pollution inspection. Oh, now we even know her name. When was this done? 25th of June 2019. Strange. Shouldn't she be doing an inspection by May 2019? Whatever. I'll see. Oh, torn pages. Not good. Or, yeah, it's still readable, so it's fine. This one is for the radio. It's a cassette radio. I can't believe I still buy cars with these in it. But I'm a veteran taking these out, so that's no problem. I already know what I want to have in there. This dial seems to work. I can hear the flap working, but it's kind of a bit going. Yeah, it needs some lubrication. This one works, I guess. Yeah, it works. How about this one? Let me see where I dropped my damn key. Okay, let's give it a quick some juice. So yeah, I know you're almost empty. That's fine. Wow, this handy. I mean, it's a newer handy, but it fell down and I broke my camera. The cover glass is away, so now it's having all this weird glare in it. So like it's like a sand or some spots like when the window got rained on. It really sucks and I can't get rid of it. So the lighting stuff works. When I pull this out, it must light up. That's fine. Let's give it some air. See? Open up, please. Oh, there's actually air blowing. It works, but oh, damn it, it's so hot. Now I get it. Yeah. Alright, at least I don't have to replace the motor. So that's fine. I think those will work. Either way, I don't care as long as it's this, or in worst case, this one must work. I can live with the rest. And here you can see why I put the battery charger on it. So she's back to the latest state she knows. So I'm pretty sure she got wasn't sitting on a bad battery. So now I'm charging it and see how far I can go. Good thing is during summer you don't have any problems, or let's say less problems with a battery. During winter, that's gonna be real annoying, because I can almost guarantee you the battery will let you down when you're standing in the middle of nowhere. It just happens. It's Murphy's Law. Okay, so battery isn't that expensive. Replace it. I probably will replace it, but I'm trying to charge it. Here's the owner manual. There's nothing really nice to see. Well, it has nice pictures in it, to be honest. I've seen worse, but it's all German. Most of you guys won't be able to read it. That's the mobile service emergency calls. That's always a good sign. European accident protocol. I really need to work on my English. I'm sorry, guys. I'll try my best. So, has this been used before? Huh? No, it hasn't. Or it has been replaced. But we can look at the body panels and see if it's broken or not. So, oh, I just saw something. Oh, come on. Look what I found. So this is the key that you need to remove the center caps. I think I remember that those get misplaced very often, so that's another plus for having it here. I mean, the scrapyard guy could easily kept it himself and said, well, it's not there, so that's a fair move from him, or he simply didn't give a shit. So standardly you have 2 cup holders here, which, to be honest, I wouldn't use this while driving. I think it's more like when you're parked. So I'll need to replace this one here because it just looks awful. It's normal wear and tear. Well, the clutch makes a whiny noise, but it could be the return spring. I don't know. It could be a spring issue. The previous model, like the MK1, this is an MK2, had the same issue. It was always the same. It's always squeaky. So, oh, look at this. They even left me a shopping bag. Well, I hope it's not a hole, right? So, I'll be honest, it's quite convenient having a glass roof. Unless you're in heavy traffic, then it will burn to death, but whatever. Let's turn this off, save some battery. So, next thing is, I could show you if the lamp works. Those are the back seats. I kind of love this this scheme. No, not scheme. Color scheme, color theme. It's kind of funky, 90s, but also neutral. It's not that, obscene with colors and stuff. And to be honest, I've seen many that have an issue with the gluing underneath the textile. I think it's textile. So that's another plus. It looks nice. Let's close this door. And there we have the rear. I mean, yeah, it's not badge GSi or something anywhere near. The spoiler, it already begins to peel off its, or let's say, this is what's left from the original paint, and this one here is just, I mean, there's no clear coat on it, nothing, and I guess that's almost the whole car. Oh, we have a dent in here. Can you see this, guys? We have a dent. But it could be worse on the other hand. Always look on the bright side of life. And yeah, I've tested in all 4 wheel wells. Normally they rust under this fender, the plastic fender. This does not, which is super cool. And they stated it was rust free, but yeah, sometimes you really have to look into it. Let me see, do they have the same tires on here? How old are these anyway? Let me see. Oh, I gotta hurry up, my camera's getting hot. They will shut down. Ooh, 2009. Yeah, I mean, they're still kind of soft, but then again, the car was standing outside. I don't trust these too much, and I will also have to take a look at the rear drum brakes, because drum brakes and wet conditions don't really match. Go away, fly. So let's take another look in the engine compartment. So we have this airbox, which is cool. It has no holes in it. Taken the mirror prior to look under there. This belt, it's the auxiliary belt which runs the, oh cool, is this, yeah, it's a steering pump, which is nice. Not all of them have these, but I don't know on the big models like this one if they have it standard. I don't know. And the alternator is sitting back here, and yeah, I am honestly not too well on knowing these engines. I just, $300. I took it and I had some spare parts lying around, which I didn't need anyway. And yeah, this is, I believe it's called a secondary air pump. I don't know what this thing actually does, but I can imagine, since it's connected to the exhaust, it pumps air in there. yeah, for better pollution standards or whatever. I don't know. And this one here looks a bit salty. I think you can call it salty. I think this is the thermostat housing, which would be fine because the 8 valve engines, they have it underneath the camshaft pulley, which is a total bullshit. Because yeah, it's not that hard to do, but it kind of sucks to take away everything, the belt and all that stuff. This one's more convenient, if I'm not wrong. Okay, if I'm not wrong. And here we have the steering pump reservoir. These have a seal in it, and they tend to leak. I don't really know why, but it's a ZF. Let me see. Is it a ZF? Yes, it is. Okay, so I don't know if there's any other, but ZF is a well-known brand to me. Let's have a look at the coolant. Oh, good lord, that thing is... Come on. Okay. Let's see. How does it look in here? Well, it smells fishy, that's not bad. It looks kind of red. I think this one has the red fluid in it. If not, that's all rust, and then we have a problem. But there's no like coolant, like oil or something floating on it, so it might be good. It's always yeah, an unpleasant thing if you have to do the head gasket, which can be easy done, but I don't like 16 valve engines to work on. It's just, I don't know, I wouldn't call myself too stupid, but I guess when you do it often enough it's easy. But it's my first 16 valve Corsa, so that would be something I would give to my local mechanic, and yeah, be done with it. That's worth, because if I fuck up something, it's a compression ratio from 10.5 to 1, and I guess this one will bend the valves if done wrong. I've done it once, not really wrong, but the timing was off one dent, one tooth on the... I forgot the right word, but whatever. The timing was off by one tooth, and so it ran like shit, and it changed everything. And until I at some point recognized in an intake and the exhaust side didn't match up with the with the pairing dots they have pinched in there. So yeah, I really don't like it. So let's look in here. Yeah, sorry, I got interrupted. So let's take a look and see if she's greased up. Oh no, this actually doesn't look that bad. Yeah, it smells a bit burnt. I guess this oil is old. Where do I have my light? Flashlight, where are you? So let's see. How does this look? Well, I can see some wear on it, but I'm not a genius. So, can you tell me, guys, is this a sign to be worried? I mean, it has ran 130,000, but get some lighting correct. You see there are some grooves in it, but I honestly lack to know properly if this one has an issue or not. I'll just, you know what? I'll just drive it for the moment. If it breaks down, it breaks down. But first, I got this thing serviced and stuff, and then I'll take a look if it runs properly for a longer duration than 5 seconds to drive into the garage. Well, it started. It started off quite well. The ignition works and all that stuff, but I don't know. And I also don't know what to do about this paint, because it looks like the clear coat is totally gone. I could be wrong, but oh, what do we have here? Oh, I don't like this. So this must be scraped off or something. Oh, I bet they had a windshield cover on, and this one was, you know, kind of forced around here. Oh, do we have any? No, we don't have anything else. It's just this one. Oh, I don't know. Could be anything by this point. But hey, whatever. Oh, before I end this video, I found something in the trunk, which is kind of hilarious because I didn't expect it. First of all, I didn't expect this thing to work. Okay, so it actually works after some greasing, some lubrication. Yeah, let's open up. Look at this. I found a gas can in here, so there might be... Well, it's pretty hot in here, and this one's made of steel. And to be honest, I don't know if he actually forgot this one in the trunk when he fueled up the car to get it loaded on the trailer. But I mean, it sounds quite full. Highly flammable. Inflammable. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see if we can get... Oh god! Oh, what the fuck? Oh yeah, you can... Oh god, and this... I don't know how old this fuel is, but boy does it stink. It's like... Hell, I don't know. Maybe it's the rest was in here. Maybe it isn't really gasoline, it's a mixture. Maybe that's the point why he put it there. But anyway... yeah, I'll just wash my hands and get something to eat because I'm way past dinner time, and this fly down here, it really annoys me. It always sits on my head. Get the fuck away from me. So yeah, I'll see what I can do with this car, and you better stay close. If you explode, man, I'll lose my shit. So well then, first video ever made. I know it, of course, it has some room for improvements, like a decent fucking camera or less cursing would be nice as well. And I'll try, if I do something on it, I'll try to record it for you. Given the little resources I have, Switzerland isn't particularly a country that's cheap on anything. Except drinking water, which is nice. We can drink from closely any public fountain or something. But yeah, that's about it. And I got some plenty other stuff to do, and I also have to pick up a good friend of mine. We'll go have a look at my shop, or let's say my little my small place of heaven. I will eventually make a video on it, but there's some content in there which shouldn't be made public. It's nothing forbidden, it's just the owners of the certain spaces in there are not quite pleased when their property gets displayed on YouTube. So yeah, I'll come up with some idea. And also, first thing I need to do is get something to drink. I'm sweating like a pig. So whatever, I hope you enjoyed this video, and of course I'm really open to any constructive or let's say good good lord, these words today. So I would be really pleased if you could help me out with some tips and tricks, because I've been looking at some videos for some years now, but yeah, oh, there she is, look at this. I never get those. So yeah, whatever. I wish you all a nice day. Stay healthy in this quite uncertain times, and yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. See ya.